watched a video where the speaker was saying all the right things, but something just felt flat? Like the message was there, but it didn't really grab you or keep your attention? Chances are that missing piece was B-roll. And if you've never thought about how powerful B-roll can be in your content, by the end of this video, you'll never look at video creation the same way again. Here's what you're going to walk away with. By the time we wrap up, you'll know exactly what B-roll is, why it's such a game changer, and how you can use it, even if you're brand new to content creation. You'll see how it can elevate your videos from basic to professional, how it helps keep viewers watching longer, and how it makes your message more memorable. Now, why am I talking about this? Because I've been on both sides of the camera. I've been that burned out bartender, cashing out tips at 2 a.m., the delivery driver eating cold fries in my car between orders, and that road tripper who wanted more out of life but didn't know where to start. I didn't begin with fancy gear or a film background. Honestly, half the time my phone was stacked on a pile of books or my air fryer. But when I started adding B-roll, even just simple shots of me pouring coffee or driving down the highway, suddenly people stayed longer. They trusted me more and they started buying. That's why I want to break this down for you. Before we dive deeper, quick pause. I've put together a free guide that shows you how to train your ChatGPT to write in your own voice so you can create scripts like this in minutes. If you want it, just drop the words road trip ready in the comments and I'll send that over to you. When people ask, okay, but what exactly is B-roll? Simplest way to explain this is it's the extra footage that plays while your main audio or your text keeps rolling. Your A-roll is you talking directly to the camera like I'm doing right now. The B-roll is everything else, the cutaways, close-ups, scenic shots, product demos, or even a screen recording. For example, if you're a food delivery driver creating a TikTok about the highs and lows of gig work, your A-roll might be you explaining the story. Your B-roll could be clips of food bags on the passenger seat. Maybe you're swiping on the app or a shot of headlights at night. Those clips instantly make the story feel real. The reason B-roll exists actually comes from old school filmmaking. Editors used it to cover jump cuts or mistakes. But today it's a storytelling powerhouse. Imagine me saying I was exhausted after a double shift. That's fine. But if I show a clip of a restaurant clock hitting midnight, me tossing an apron into the back seat, then leaning back in the car with the AC blasting, that's when you feel it. And if you're a server or bartender, you've lived it. That's when your audience says, yep, that's me. It's also about attention spans. Most viewers decide whether to keep watching within 30 seconds. If nothing changes visually, their brain checks out. B-roll keeps things fresh. For example, a road tent content creator might alternate between them speaking to the camera and shots of the open highway, their coffee cup in the console, or maybe their dog sticking its head out the window. None of that changes the message, but it makes the video so much easier to watch. And here's where B-roll gets even more powerful. It builds emotional connection. Think about a creator who wants to talk about financial stress. They could just sit there and say, money is tight. Or they could show a close-up of overdue bills on the counter, a hand rubbing tired eyes, or groceries being bagged. Which version hits harder? Well, obviously the second one, because it shows the emotion. It doesn't just tell it. That's the difference that B-roll makes. And there's another benefit that most people overlook. It makes you look professional, even with no pro gear. You don't need a fancy camera. You can record B-roll with your phone or even grab free stock clips. A bartender might film a slow pour into a glass. Maybe a new entrepreneur might show their messy desk turning into a neat workstation. Simple stuff, but when edited into your video, it screams, I put thought into this. And that's what makes people take you seriously. Quick reminder, if this is resonating, check the description below. You'll find a link to grab that free ChatGPT guide and an invite to my Dream to Done community, where I host weekly live calls to help you make content creation fast, simple, and stress-free. Now, let's talk about the different types of B-roll that you can use. Personal B-roll is what you film yourself, and it's gold because it feels authentic. A rideshare driver might show their phone mounted on the dash. A digital entrepreneur might film a shot of typing on their laptop at a coffee shop. Stock B-roll, on the other hand, is ready-made. Can't film an aerial city skyline yourself? Grab one online. Teaching about content creation? Maybe show a stock clip of someone brainstorming on a whiteboard. And then there's animated or graphic B-roll screen recordings of your workflow. Text popping up with stats, or even AI-generated visuals. Perfect if you're doing tutorials or tech explainers. So how do you capture simple B-roll yourself? The key is keep it easy. Your phone is enough. Set it up on a counter, hit record, and film everyday actions. Pour your morning coffee, fold your laundry, zip up your backpack, deliver a bag of takeout to a door. And here's a pro tip. Record the same action from different angles. Pour that coffee from the side, from above, and close up, and suddenly you've got 3 shots to cut into your edit, making it feel dynamic without extra effort. Now let's talk about where to place your B-roll. It works best when it supports what you're saying. If you're talking about the grind of working weekends, show your packed work shoes or the city lights on a Saturday night. If you're talking about the freedom of building online income, cut to shots of a laptop on a patio, or you driving freely down the highway. B-roll isn't just extra footage. It's there to reinforce your words and keep the video flowing. Here's something most people don't realize. B-roll doesn't just help explain. It makes your message memorable. People may not remember your exact sentence, but they're going to remember what they saw. For example, you'll probably remember the image of me sweating in my car with the AC blasting more than the sentence, "I was exhausted." That's how B-roll sticks in people's brains. It anchors the story. But there's a caution here. B-roll can be overdone. If you layer on clip after clip with no purpose, it becomes distracting instead of supportive. Think of it like seasoning food. A little bit adds flavor, but too much will ruin the dish. If you're talking about the freedom of online business, 1 or 2 shots of a highway or a beach are powerful. 10 clips back to back, that's overkill. The goal is to support your message, not drown it out. And here's where it ties back to business. B-roll isn't just for looks. It impacts your bottom line. Better visuals increase watch time. Longer watch time makes the algorithm happy, which pushes your video to more people. That reach turns into leads. Those leads become sales. It's not just extra fluff. It's a conversion tool. B-roll helps people stay, connect, and trust. Those 3 things are what leads to income. So here's the big takeaway. B-roll isn't just filler footage. It's storytelling. It's emotion. It's connection. Use the right way, it elevates your content without adding hours of work. But if you skip it or if you overdo it, you're leaving impact and money on the table. If you're ready to start taking your content seriously and actually enjoy the process, hit the link in the description, grab your free guide, join my Dream to Done community, and then watch the next video. Don't wait. Your freedom starts with the next piece of content that you create.